Hello everybody, my name is Aceyfacey. Welcome back to our Null Sec adventure in Legion. We're searching for DED sites and profitable relic sites. We went on a long high-sec journey, or had a long high-sec journey in front of us to be able to get to a particular border high-sec system to the low-sec of in the system of pay. And this is so that we can get to this border system, these low-sec systems that lead to the region of Stain. And we're going to be going there, we're going to be farming Sansha, and hopefully don't die. We're going to be looking for relic sites and doing basic anomalies, and then occasionally we'll maybe find a DD site, and then we will refit to our propulsion systems that will be a bit more favorable for DD sites. So let's go here, see what we've got. Because this Legion does EM and thermal damage, so that's why I think it's important to then have NPCs that have got good favorable resists, because the Sansha have lower EM and thermal, and that's exactly what we do here. So we've got a red guy, a flash red guy. That can be a bit dangerous. Maybe we don't want to show anomalies for now. Maybe we do. I just don't want to see all these ore stuff. Ore site. Maybe we can ignore results. Is there a way to filter out ore site? Because I think they all count as anomalies. The thing I worry about the red people is that I think that they might be considered to be smart bombers, or they're red because they smart bomb. I think smart bombing is a very incriminating activity compared to just PvPing with other people, attacking people without any warning. Let's go to Null Sec, because there are people here. I'm going to stay a bit on the safe side and just stick to Null Sec. Not that it's going to be any safer in Null Sec, but I feel like these border systems close to the high sec are going to be a little bit more populated with hunters, because they might be wanting to catch people who are making their way to Null Sec, like us. Thankfully, we're in a Legion that's able to cloak, so we can get by pretty stealthily. See if we can find some rally points. Rally points are good because they've got a potential of going to DD 6 out of 10s. They are the name of the game here. We're wanting to search for those 6 out of 10s because they're they're pretty easy to do. They're not easy, but compared to 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 8, 9, 10 out of 10, they're very easy. And then they also give very good loot. They give almost the same amount of loot as I think 8 out of 10, or even better than 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and 10 out of 10. I think 10 out of 10 definitely gives better loot. But they give their loot to difficulty ratio is pretty high. That's why it's pretty nice to use Tech 3 cruisers, because Tech 3 cruisers are they're very capable ships, but they're not as powerful like say a battleship. But they're a lot more maneuverable, and they're able to get through dangerous regions of space a lot more safely, because you're able to fit the Covert Ops cloaking device, and we've also got a subsystem that makes us bubble immune, I believe. Is this thing Augmented, Covert, Liquid Interdiction Nullifier? Exactly. And wait, I just need to check here. Does Interdiction Nullifier make us immune? Oh, okay. This does not make us immune. We need to have an Interdiction Nullifier equipped. Okay. That is a bit silly, because I do not need this. This is not doing any benefit to us, since we've got these no Interdiction Nullifier. Okay, that is very silly of me. I know what to change then next time we go out into Null Sec. I've never used the Interdiction Nullifiers because they've not really appealed much to me since they've had them being an activatable module. That is a bit unfortunate that we wasted the entire subsystem. I think it is still a pretty good subsystem, but I think there are better subsystems that are more suited for us if we want to not use an Interdiction Nullifier. What other ones could we use? We've got Interdiction Nullifier, or we could have got an extra low slot. That is actually pretty important. Intercalated nanofibers. Yeah, this subsystem over here. Okay, I guess we could always switch to that, because right now there's completely no use of us carrying that. So to be honest, what we could do is refit already, actually. and make it safe. Let me just double check that there is actually a reason to not use the Interdiction Nullifier. Okay, let's go here. Submit the bookmark. Do we have a data analyzer that we can fit? Yeah, I've got one, okay. Legion Propulsion, Integrated Nanofibers. We'll check what we've got. We've got Interdiction Nullifier. This gives Interdiction Nullifier duration, reactivation delay and max lock range penalty. Low slot, inertia modifiers. Okay, better signature radius, okay. This is level 2 data site. We get better warping. So that is a good thing. Compared to intercalated nanofibers, I think we will be a bit slower at warping. So, I mean, it could be good. We're warping around pretty quickly. And I don't think we need much when we're up against these, the rally points. And the scanning. We'll see. Could scan this a bit more. Scan, data site. You can see what it is. I don't think we will want to go for this data site unless it's like a ghost site. And I don't think there's any reason for us to go for it. Central sensor survey. Nah, we don't need this. But I guess that's a good benefit because we get this extra warp speed when we're going around, you know, exploring, searching for the relic sites. This extra warp speed makes the whole process a lot quicker. Now, assuming we can get by in rally points, the anomalies of choice to get the 6 out of 10s. They can, like 6 out of 10s can escalate from rally points to rally points are pretty easy to do. If we can tank those with 1 armor repair like we've got here, then I think that we can still keep the Interdiction Nullifier because it gives the extra warp speed. I don't know if there is, however, maybe a system that gives even better warp speed. Interdiction Nullifier. Wake limiter. Nah, okay, the best warp speed is from the Interdiction Nullifier. What do we have here? Sancho Hub. Enriched Icicle. Haven. Oh, we've got someone who's entered system. Okay, we've got some cosmic signatures though. Launch probes and cloak up. Expand the probes. We can actually warp to that next gate, so we're close to it. Ooh, relic site, perfect. Let's do that. Some extra cash. Who is this guy in the system? Is he also an explorer? That'll be unfortunate because we'll have some competition. Make the scan a bit smaller. Great to see we get a relic site straight away. So it's at least something, you know. Okay, a ruined Sancho monument, we'll go there. And that's great, we've already got the Relic Analyzer equipped, so we don't even need to refill, anything like that. Perfect. Perfect. I wonder what this next signature is, we'll see. Move the map a bit here so we can see our ship a bit better. Oh, it's already been taken. Seems like someone's cherry-picked this site. Ah, that's unfortunate. Because what people can do is that they have these... Oh, level 3 scanning. They can have these cargo scanners and then they can scan the site. And then pick up the cannons or hack the cannons that have valuable stuff in and leave the rest. So my guess is that all these are going to have absolutely nothing in them, but we can always test just to make sure. But it is a bit unfortunate that when people do this, because you could say it's not good for the quote-unquote environment, the exploration environment, because I used to do this, but as far as I understand, these sites, they take a lot longer to respawn if you don't complete them. So this is going to make it so that we don't have overall a lot of exploration sites all over the place. Or just going to have a bunch of partially explored sites, and there's not going to be so many full ones that are fully respawned. But you do save a bit of time, so I mean it's not strange that people want to do this, but I think in the long run, if everyone does this, it's going to be better for everyone if everyone hacks everything. Because it doesn't take a whole long time to hack the stuff. What takes a long time is to find stuff and to also find new stuff that is good. Because like look now, I've wasted a bunch of time having to scan this down and then find that there's nothing here. Instead, this could have may as well have been a full one if it had been completed and then you wanted to spawn in somewhere. I'm going to the ruins because ruins tends to have the best loot. And then remains is the second best, and rubble is the worst. Then there's also the I think it's debris, but you can only find them in high sec. You don't find them in null sec. So here the worst is rubble in null sec. Damn, we're pretty slow in this legion. You're pretty slow, boy. Do we have any rally points? No rally points. Can hack this. Let's see what we've got here. 2 remains were hacked, so I mean he could have gone for the ruins. There could potentially be better stuff here. Maybe he failed it. Okay. I'm not able to survive that without having to take lethal hacking damage. Is there anything in here? Yeah, look, there's nothing in here. And there's probably going to be the same thing for the rest of these. Unfortunately. We could also, if we had an MWD, that would actually be very nice to have. An MWD, we should definitely go for an MWD. Not 5MN though. This is so slow, going out to all these different hacking canisters. Because MWDs can also be good in null sec when you're stuck in a bubble. You want to get out of it, go with an MWD because it'll help you get out of it a lot quicker. So definitely I should have used an MWD. Can we buy one anywhere? We could actually in this system. A location, add waypoint, and an optimize route. And maybe buy one of these MWDs because this is going to be very nice to have. It will make the hacking the relic sites go a lot smoother. Use D-scan a bit. Someone is here. And very likely this is not going to have anything. 500,000, okay. Yeah, I feel like skipping this and just going for another site because of how slow we are. But I just want to, out of principle, do all of these. Triumvirate. Yeah. Cherry picking sites is not nice. I understand why people do it because it saves time, but for the grand picture of things, it's not usually that great. Let me know what you think about cherry picking in the comments down below, because I think that it can spark some heated debates. Because I remember I once mentioned that I cherry pick stuff, and a lot of people got very angry. And then a lot of people will say, "No, it's fine. Let me know what do you guys think about cherry picking in the comments down below. Legion's progress is getting slowed down, unfortunately, because of the cherry picking, so it's not nice. But someone else profited from that because they were able to do the site quicker. So it's a bit like that in EVE Online all the time. Someone profits, someone else loses. It's the way this ecosystem works. Okay. Open this up. 26k. Oh wow. 26 whopping k. Go for those remains over there. But that'll be good. Having 50 MN on the way. What is there anyone that's a bit closer perhaps? Can look if there's any. 15 jumps, 15 jumps, 15 jumps. Nothing there. 33 jumps, 15 jumps. There's some station here, probably an NPC station. That is where some shop is located. Because the reason I have an Afterburner is that in the DD sites, we can speed tank stuff because we're an Afterburner. It has a very small signature radius. Also use very little capacitor, so we can be cap stable and tank a lot at the same time, just so we can tank a lot more. But when it comes to the exploration side of things and escaping bubbles near gates, I think an MWD will be a lot more useful, and we can definitely fit it as well because we have only got one armor pair fitted, so we're using a lot less power grid and CPU than we otherwise would be. It all depends a little bit on if we're able to tank the rally points, because I've got a spare armor pair here which I can fit when I refit to the intercalated nanofiber subsystem that I've got in my cargo hold when we're going to do DD sites. So like we can go to tank fit, and that by refitting with the mobile depot, and that'll use 2 armor pairs. I mean, more exploration fit. 1.8 million. It's okay. It's okay. It's nothing, not too bad. It can be a lot worse than that. Or something. But I mean, if he only took 2 remains and there was one that was 1.8 million, they must have been a lot more valuable. Those other ones. Unfortunate to see. Unfortunate to see. Can we recall our drones or recover active probes? Yep, I think drones, but they're probes. Same thing, you recall two things that are flying away and doing stuff for you. Drones, probes, they are like drones almost. Satellite drones, scanning drones. They're called probes. Okay. Next room. Not room. I keep thinking I'm in an abyss site, so next room. Next star system. So very quiet. Very, very quiet. I've heard Stain is known for being a very quiet null sec region of space. It definitely lives up to that reputation. But it could also just be that I may be at a point where there's not much people online. So it could also just be a coincidence. But it's interesting how there's so few people. Because that's what I was talking about. Remember in the beginning, in those low sec systems, there was a bunch of people there. I don't know, a bunch of people, but there were some people there. Now, when we're in null sec, hardly anyone is here. Because people like to hunt around the borders where people are most likely to be and stop them in their tracks if people get by, like us. And there's not so many people who are out here bothering waiting for them because there's not so many people who come here to begin with. There's so many different null sec systems they could potentially go to. Okay, combat site. Level 2 as well. Level 2. I wonder what kind of level 6 out of 10 was. I think it was level 2. Yeah, I think it was level 2. We're still cloaked up because occasionally when I warp to a gate like this, I just get decloaked. Sandra Military Complex. No, I don't think it's a good site. It sounds a lot like one of those bad ones. But I would prefer to find relic sites actually. I'm actually quite hungry for some relic sites after we got that bad cherry pick site over there. We could get so much good loot. You know, you can get like 30, 40, 80 million even just from one of them if you're lucky. That's the kind of stuff I want to find. Scan a bit smaller. Oh, I really wish I could get this Purity of the Throne skin, but they just had to make it only in the login rewards. Why? Feels so unnecessary to do that. Okay, go to the system of 5J-UEX. We could, now that we're going in a straight line, we're not really do that, but we could otherwise go for the exploration tab and look for cosmic signatures, because in cosmic signatures we can look for regions of space that have a lot of scannable signatures. So we have to scan more stuff. Okay, let's scan this site. Just cloak up here, slightly outside the gate. Oh, relic site, perfect. I hope this is not a relic site also cherry picked by the same guy, because it wouldn't surprise me if there's someone who cherry picked that one we saw before. Why wouldn't he have already come here and cherry picked here as well? Let's see. If it is cherry picked, I'm just going to not do it because I cannot be bothered to have to do another cherry picked site. I mean, if this is cherry picked, I'm going to be a little bit pissed. Oh, please don't be cherry picked. Please do not be cherry picked. Could make. Oh, it's not cherry picked. That's so good. Okay. Oh, what I should have actually done is I should have made a bookmark, because this is going to go so slow, having to go to all these individual canisters in an afterburner. Oh. Closing in on the Sancha ruins. There's also a remains that's actually pretty close here. You'll probably go for this one first, to be honest. Then go down and go for that ruins. Even though the remains are usually like they are, generally speaking, worse. I like to get the most expensive ones in case something like some danger appears and descan. Not that I'm descanning anything, but say we get a bunch of people in the system, I descan see a bunch of PvP ships, then I would want to go away. At least I've taken the most expensive loot, which is more likely in the ruins than the remains. But we'll go for this one because it's a bit closer. Yes, okay. Go for the Relic Analyzer. Relic Analyzer. Repair tool, we can brute force that guy. Usually the system core is in the opposite corner of where you started. Tendency to that, because not all the time, but they have a tendency. Where are they? One away, there we go. Like at the other end usually. Grab this, 1.7 million. It was something. Not a whole lot, but it was something. Go for this ruins. The ruins is the best one here, or potentially the best one. These are the ones that can drop like 80 million. I think even 100 million if this really good. Come on, get closer, Legion. Legion, get closer. Open up that ruins. Open up those ruins. Okay, this seems like a pretty easy ruins to do just because of the layout. We've got... Oh! I spoke too soon. These guys are really annoying. Repair tool, that's great. Okay, we're just making this big cluster over here. Then we're pretty safe, because if we're taking nodes with surrounding nodes, then there's guaranteed to be nothing there, and if there is something there, it has to be the system core nearby. Just the rule of 6. They say you can Google the rule of 6. It's a hacking principle. See that we had one nearby. There must be it's close. Is it close? No, okay, it's not that close. Oh, we lost a lot of HP. Oh, look how close it is. Perfect. I did not need that one. I did not need that either. We do no damage now. We only do 10 damage. Oh. That's so silly. I thought it would be an easy one, but it turns out that there's nothing we can do. Sometimes you just do too many mistakes and you're not able to complete the hack. It's the way it is, even if you've got good hacking skills. But I'm trying to open these up, just like the rule of 6, the ones that are surrounded, and then we know that there's usually not going to be something around. These ones do so much damage, they're really annoying. These ones are also really annoying. Okay, it's not over there, maybe over here. Oh, how many of these ones are we going to have? There it is. My juicy system core, thank you very much. What do we get? 193k. Oh, are you kidding? That's all getting hyped up that all this ruins is going to give us so much. Maybe it has already been cherry picked, as in that everything was crap here, so they just skipped it to begin with. That would be very anticlimactic. Okay, let's get this remains. Come on. Lock up the rest of them. Okay. Shield. Let's go straight through. Didn't need to use that shield, but I just used it anyway. Okay, 1.2 million something. Go for this one that's 14 kilometers away. See if there's something here. You're very likely it's going to be really bad loot just because of it being rubble. You never know. The only reason I'm thinking is the high likelihood of it being bad is because of that cherry picker we had before. So it could be very likely that he was here too and just saw that everything was really bad and just left it all. So far it's been pretty bad. Okay, let's go for this rubble. And the last remains afterwards. What is remaining? See if there's anything in there. These are very easy because they give usually bad loot. Oh, okay, we've got someone here. The meat chef. Don't want to make meat out of us. Those... Oh, system hack failed. Come on. Capsule, okay. Maybe a scout. I was being too careless, just going through everything, not thinking about how much HP I had. Because I was thinking about Mr. Meat Chef over here. Come on, give me that system core, thank you. 160k. Last one. So far, it seems like this was cherry picked, but the whole site was cherry picked. Yeah, Meat Chef is gone now. Okay, Sancho remains. Let's get something good. I really thought that I was not going to make that last ruins because of the first attempt going so badly, and the second one felt like it was not going to be going particularly good either. One away, something here. Okay, no, one away. A repaired kit. Okay, that's good to have. System core. Okay. But if it 8 million, okay, that was great. We've got one of them was good, one of them is good. So it was not cherry picked. Thankfully. We'll make a safe here, just so we can be a little bit safe while we park our ship for the meantime. To be honest, we could have stayed at that relic site because it was going to despawn anyway. So continuing on our little journey in Null Sec in the Legion, doing some hacking, encountering cherry pickers, which was not so nice, but seems like got slightly better loot in the second one. It was still pretty bad, but we at least got something. One of them gave 8.9 million, so we can still get some decent hits, but it can definitely be a lot more than that. And I look forward to potentially doing these sites in the future. We want to see how good we tank the rally points, and if it tanks really good, could consider to keep the Interdiction Nullifier, not because we're nullifying ourselves with an Interdiction Nullifier, but because it gives us better warp speed. If the tank is not enough, then we're going to have to go with Intercalated Nanofibers and then have dual armor repair style instead. Because we've not got an Interdiction Nullifier, silly enough, on a ship that has a subsystem enabling us to equip one or giving us good bonuses to it. So that's for now. I'm going to take a break. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.